Why do we need to pay close attention to the way we teach vocabulary in our classes? We need to pay close attention to the way that vocabulary is taught, I think, for a number of reasons. And two in particular strike me as being critical. Number one, our students want and they need lexis. If you ask a student, what are you lacking? What do you need to be able to express yourself more precisely? Very often they'll say, teacher, I need more words. But also there is an emerging evidence base that teachers themselves feel that they lack a principled approach to successful vocabulary teaching, the kind of teaching that will enable their learners to remember vocabulary better and for longer. So I think those alone are key reasons for our paying attention to the way in which we teach vocabulary in our classes. Coursebooks, in my view, are insufficient, I'm afraid, in the provision of good vocabulary development for our learners. It is always the case with coursebooks that there is a compromise, because if they included absolutely everything that a teacher could do, they would be so big, so heavy, we'd probably need a forklift truck to pick them up. However, I still think that there are limitations in coursebooks. For example, some research was done looking at vocabulary growth across a range of 3 levels of a leading ELT coursebook, and it was found that the amount of vocabulary was really quite on the scant side. And therefore, as a result, I think as teachers, we need to supplement those coursebooks with other materials. Now, for many teachers, that'll be supplementary vocab resources like English vocabulary in use. However, if we take the view that our learners really need to have exposure to vocabulary across a range of principled approaches with meaning-focused input and meaning-focused output, we may therefore need to make a shift in terms of how our students access the vocabulary they want and need, and how they then practice it and use it in order to help it to go into long-term memory.